So, Meepo Aurora is the Meepo NLS3 with wow factor. On August 31st, 2023, Meepo quietly announced a new product, Meepo Aurora. For $799, Meepo Aurora has all the same parts as the $649 Meepo NLS3, but adds the green deck lights and comes with a fast charger. Maybe Meepo was envious of all the eyeballs Backfire got for the Zealot series and decided to follow suit. Now we have icy blue lights for Zealot X, purple for Zealot S2, and green for Aurora. You know what needs to happen? Red lights for Meepo Hurricane Vader. Comment hashtag Red Vader below to let Meepo hear you, cause it needs to happen. The built-in lights of the Meepo Aurora are really bright too, and they blink when you hit the brake, which is a nice touch. For those who want to turn off the lights, you can do so by double tapping the power button on the remote. Now that we've talked about the lights, let's talk about the deck and the rest of the specs. The deck is the exact same one as the Meepo NLS3, aka Meepo Envy. The materials are bamboo and fiberglass, and the deck is quite flexible and has a healthy concave. It's a very good deck. It also features a gorgeous Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis print, hence its name. The mix of greens complements its wheels and LED light feature, making for a really cohesive design overall. It also has a clear silicone tail guard, which is great for two reasons. One, it prevents scratches on the nose and tail, and two, since it's clear instead of black like on the Meepo Envy, the LED lights go around the entire deck. Meepo Aurora, Envy, and Flow are the three boards in Meepo's current lineup that uses 12S Hobbywing ESC. These are the boards that prioritize smoothness of control and ease of use over thrilling and aggressive accelerations. Though having reviewed the Vader, which uses Lingy ESC, the difference in smoothness is almost completely closed. The 12S Hobbywing ESC comes with 4 speed modes and the Smart Turn-On feature, which means the board powers on automatically when the remote is turned on. This ESC pairs with the Meepo M5S remote, which features a screen to display telemetry. Meepo Aurora and Envy came with a Molicel P42A and a 12S 2P setup. That's 362.8 watt-hours. Both have a marketed range of 24 miles or 38 kilometers, but our testing resulted in a range of 16.5 miles or 26.5 kilometers with a 155-pound or 70-kilogram rider riding fast. While we really wish the Meepo Aurora had more range, it's quite hard to complain. After all, the current benchmark for boards around $700 is a 12S 2P arrangement with 21,700 cells. Since the Aurora doesn't have an extended model, Meepo is basically urging you to upgrade to the $999 Voyager X and its 12S 3P 544 watt-hour battery if you need additional range. The fast charger of the Meepo Aurora is GAN 50.4 volt 6A, while the one on the Meepo NLS3 was 4A. You can fully charge the Meepo Aurora in about 1.5 hours, 30 minutes quicker now. It's also worth noting that Meepo sealed both the ESC and battery very well. Both the ESC and battery enclosures are in their own sealed boxes, so while the Aurora has no official waterproof rating, it should be very water resistant. Aurora uses the same motors as the Meepo Envy. They are 2,519 watts each, larger than most boards at this price. They have an outstanding top speed. The marketed top speed is 32 miles per hour or 52 kilometers per hour, which we had no problem reaching. Meepo uses 8-inch 50-degree reverse kingpin trucks. For heavier riders who like harder bushings, Meepo also included a set of 100A bushings in the box, along with the standard 96A double barrel bushings. The wheels are 90mm and 78A with a 65mm contact patch. Compared to other brands, we noticed these stock wheels are pretty soft. The riding experience on the Aurora is, obviously, the exact same as the one on NLS3. Ditching Lingy ESC and going with Hobbywing ESC is a sign that Meepo Aurora and the NLS3 were made to be as comfortable of a ride as possible. And the board is indeed buttery smooth in all aspects. The board accelerates and brakes very smoothly thanks to the 12S Hobbywing ESC. The 12S system combined with two powerful motors means the board is also powerful. Not quite to the level of the high-end powerhouses like the $999 Voyager X or the $1,200 Zealot X, but it's definitely on par with some more expensive boards, such as the Zealot S2, which costs $200 more. And unlike Zealot S2, the Aurora deck is really comfortable. It has a really good concave, which helps with controlling the board and gauging where our feet are. And the flex of the deck and the soft, grippy wheels make carving on the Aurora a very, very enjoyable experience. And the trucks the Meepo Aurora uses helped too. The trucks on the Aurora are Meepo's shredder trucks, and they ride pretty well. They feel like tightened Paris trucks, a bit more stable with good responsiveness. When first testing top speed, there was a bit of a wobble at 27 miles per hour. After a little tightening, we were able to reach top speed without any wobble. The Aurora also does a good job of damping road vibration. It should come as no surprise that the belt drive, soft wheels, and flexible deck work well together to reduce road vibration. We said this about Meepo NLS3 in its review. As you can see, the Meepo NLS3 is a very well-rounded board. It's well-built, has perfect speed control, and offers a buttery smooth ride, largely thanks to its excellent deck. While it doesn't have over-the-top power, its power and top speed are still top tier for boards at this price point. I would say the NLS3's greatest weakness is its lack of memorable wow factors. Now, the boring NLS3 gets the wow factors it needs. Come to think of it, we noticed that the Meepo NLS3 wasn't as talked about as the Backfire Zealot S2, despite being a very similar board in the same price categories. Zealot S2 is $200 pricier and a tad bit more powerful, and has a slightly bigger battery, while NLS3 and the Aurora have better decks. And we think the extra buzz Zealot S2 made came from having the lights. It just looks better on the Facebook feed. With all that said, Meepo Aurora and its green light get a green light from us. It is $150 pricier than the $649 Meepo NLS3, and that extra $150 went into a faster charger and the lights. Considering fast chargers were expensive and shred lights will set you back $109.99, paying $150 extra for Aurora is actually the better way to go. Now Meepo, give us red Meepo Hurricane Vader next. As always, if you are looking to buy a Meepo, or actually any e-skate, be sure to use our affiliated discount code with the link below. It will help you get a small monetary discount and helps us out too. You'll also be tagged as an Electric Skateboard HQ customer and probably be treated better. Ride safe, guys.